Hey world, it's being able to come back to another video. I just want to thank you guys for staying in the garden with the old man, getting his food for thought. Um, like I said, I do this because if I didn't do this, I'd be talking to myself. And so I figure I feel in my heart there are others that would like to hear what I have to say. You dig? And so that's why I've been doing this since about 2018, 2019. And I appreciate you guys staying in the garden with the old man. You feel me? But tonight I wanted to talk about something. I was just sitting up here just with everything going on. I just can't help but, pontificate on reparations. And it's so funny because, and see, this is the trick of the devil, right? The trick of the devil is to make you feel guilty for something projected on you that you didn't do, that you are owed, reparations, but you shouldn't feel like that. It's if you took Psychology 101, this would be chapter 3. You dig? Reparations. And if you don't know what that means, just think about this. Damn, Bean, what's reparations? Reparations is the Balfour Declaration, okay? Giving the European Israelites, so-called Jews, land that people already occupied because of, atrocities that the Jews incurred during World War II. So they was granted land that didn't even belong to them because of the Holocaust, right? Reparations. And if you've been in the garden a while, you know me, I've already spoke on what happened to the Japanese Americans during World War II. They received reparations in the form of monetary value. Native Americans that were slaughtered here, they receive a form of reparations by being able to reside on reservations. Okay? But how is it that Afro-melanated people that was supposedly enslaved, think about this, family, enslaved for hundreds of years. Now, you guys say that, okay? It's in the school histories. It's been propagandized on television and in Hollywood, i.e. Roots, 12 Years a Slave, Mandingo, Glory, Rosewood. All these movies, right, depict a certain ethnicity of people that was disenfranchised, that was enslaved. Now, how can another man have the power to enslave another man? Today that seems ridiculous. The whole notion of slavery, I was born in the 60s, right? So growing up, I can't even mentally fathom another man telling me that I'm his slave. But based on the historical facts or historical evidence that's been, perceived over hundreds of years in the history books, even when I was a youngster, right? Now, they don't even really teach about slavery as much as they used to. Because I'm a history teacher. I was a history teacher in the school district for many years. And of course, just being in education right now, I know what they teaching and what they're not teaching. And when I was in school, man, they put a pretty big importance on teaching about slavery and how in 1865, after the Civil War, the slaves were freed. Abraham Lincoln and the Emancipation Proclamation and the 13th Amendment, all of that, right? This is on the books. How is it that Afro-melanated people have not received any form of reparation? And how is it that you have Afro-melanated politicians? Because remember, the legislative branch, they can make the laws. That's what they do. They write laws. And how is it that the Black Congressional Caucus, or what they call it, the CBC, I don't know what they call it, but all it is a collection of all these politicians that are Afro-melanated. How is it that House of Representatives, congressmen, senators, judges, i.e., just even the Supreme Court got 2 Afro-melanated people on the Supreme Court, and none of them say anything about reparations? They said 40 acres and a mule, but all the land was given to Europeans, given to other people, not us. And no one has anything to say about this, huh? It's ridiculous. No reparations for Afro-melanated people that you guys say were enslaved, but you give $2 to $3 billion a year to Israel. Right now, y'all got 2,000 troops going to Israel. You got tankers and ships out there in Israel. I'm not in Israel, but in the waters, ready to protect Israel. And you guys have not done anything for Afro-melanated people. Dude, let me tell you something. Welfare, housing, food stamps, that ain't reparations, fool. You know what I mean? So, I just want to come back with a little food for thought. And in the meantime, between time, just do your history. I mean, am I wrong? Should Afro-melanated people be like, hey, that was a long time ago. You guys have the same rights as everybody else. What you bitching about reparations for? Are you serious? If I'm wrong, put it in the comments, family. In the meantime, between time, in the Most High Side, bring you joy. And being with is out of 5,000.